Be me, 34, senior architect at a boutique firm in Seattle. Life is curated. Loft apartment in Capitol Hill, exposed brick, monstera plants that cost more than my first car. Drive a vintage BMW that spends more time in the shop than on the road, but the aesthetic is non-negotiable. Instagram bio says, form follows fiction. Think I'm the visionary of the firm, the closer. The guy who walks into the room with the rolled-up blueprints and charms the developers into signing the check. My team loves me. We do Bagel Fridays. I let them leave at 4 p.m. on summer Fridays if we aren't on a deadline. I'm a benevolent god. Enter Elias. Elias is my right hand. 29. Quiet. Wears flannel. Always smells like sawdust and expensive coffee. Technically a junior associate, but he handles the CAD work, the rendering, the tedious zoning code research. The boring stuff I'm too big picture to worry about. We have this dynamic. I have the vision, he has the mouse. I sketch a napkin doodle, he turns it into a 3D structural masterpiece. It works. We're buddies. We grab craft beers after work. I tell him about my dating struggles with hinge girls who don't understand brutalism. He listens. He nods. He's a good listener. Never really talks about himself much, but some people are just introverts. That's fine. I fill the silence for both of us. So, the Apex project drops. Massive mixed-use development on the waterfront. Career-making stuff. Partner track guarantee if we land this. My boss, Marcus, calls me into the glass office. This is it, kid. You want your name on the door? Bring me the Apex. I'm buzzing. I'm already spending the bonus in my head. Eames chair for the living room. Maybe a trip to Kyoto. I walk out to Elias's desk. He's got his headphones on, zoning out on a section detail for a parking garage. Drop it, I say, slapping his desk playfully. He jumps a little, takes off the headphones. What's up? We're going to war, buddy. The Apex bid. Marcus just gave it to us. I expect a high five. Maybe a hell yeah. Elias just blinks. The Apex? Isn't that due in 3 weeks? Exactly. We're going to crush it. I'm thinking glass curtain walls, sustainable timber, a rooftop garden that filters rainwater. That's a lot of rendering, Elias says. It's a lot of glory, I correct him. I'm already overloaded with the Henderson renovation, he mumbles. Delegate it to the interns. This is the big leagues. I need you on this, Eli. You're my guy. I give him the finger guns. He sighs, rubs his temples. Okay, but I have that wedding in Portland next weekend, remember? I wave a hand. We'll work around it. Just grind hard this week. Fast forward to Tuesday. I'm in meetings all day. Client lunches, site visits, the visionary work. I come back to the office at 4 p.m., buzzed on 3 espressos. Check on Elias. He's staring at a blank screen. Where are the mock-ups? I ask. I'm waiting on the structural engineer to send the load specs. I can't model the timber frame without them. Just eyeball it. Make it look good. We sell the dream. We engineer the reality later. He looks at the screen. That look. Like I just asked him to build a house out of jello. If I eyeball it and the client asks about load distribution, we look like amateurs, he says. They won't ask. I'll dazzle them. Just make it look sexy. He sighs again. Typing starts. Click, click, click. I go back to my office to browse Pinterest for inspiration. Wednesday. I need to present a mood board to Marcus. I realize I haven't actually put it together. Text Elias. Hey man, can you slap together those texture samples we talked about? Need them for the Marcus meet in 20? No reply. Weird. Usually he hits me with a on it within seconds. Walk over to his desk. Empty. Ask the intern, Chloe. Where's Elias? He went to get lunch. Lunch? It's 1:30 p.m. Who takes lunch when we're on a deadline? Whatever. I cobble together some stock images and present to Marcus. It goes okay. Marcus asks, where are the custom renderings? Coming Friday, I lie. Elias is polishing the lighting engine. Marcus nods. Good. Don't screw this up. Elias comes back at 2:15, holding a sandwich, looking unbothered. Dude, I say, leaning on his cubicle wall. I was dying in there. Where were you? Lunch, he says, taking a bite. We're in crunch mode. Maybe eat at the desk? He stops chewing, looks at me. I worked until 11 p.m. last night fixing the zoning setbacks you ignored in the initial sketch. Tone is flat, robotic. Whoa, okay, relax. I didn't know. I sent you an email. I get 1,000 emails, Eli. I'm the lead. I have to filter. He doesn't say anything, just puts his headphones back on. Rude. But geniuses are eccentric, right? Friday rolls around, the Portland wedding weekend. I forgot about it until he starts packing up his bag at 5 p.m. Whoa. Where are you going? Portland. Wedding. I told you. Panic spikes in my chest. The renders are only half done. The lighting looks flat. The timber texture looks like plastic. Eli, we're not there yet. Marcus wants to see progress Monday morning. I sent you the files. You can tweak the post-processing. I don't know how to use V-Ray, Eli. That's your thing. Maybe you should learn, he says. Excuse me? I laugh. A nervous laugh. Look, I know you have this thing, but can't you bring your laptop? Just put in a few hours on the train or in the hotel room? No. One word. Hard stop. No? It's my sister's wedding. I'm the best man. Okay, but this is the apex. This is our future. It's your future, he corrects. It's our team's future. If I make partner, I bring you up with me. Associate director, I've told you this. He zips his bag, throws it over his shoulder. Have a good weekend. He walks out, leaves me standing there. I'm stunned. Since when does Elias say no? Elias is the guy who stayed until 4 a.m. during the library bid because I wanted the trees to look more autumnal. Elias is the guy who drove my car to the mechanic when I was too hungover to move. Elias is reliable. Until now. I spend the weekend panicking. Try to open the files. Crash the software twice. End up calling an external freelancer I know, paying him triple rate out of my own pocket to make the renders look passable. Monday morning. Present to Marcus. It's decent. Not great. Marcus frowns at the shadows. A bit rough, isn't it? Work in progress, I say, sweating. We're refining the atmosphere. Elias walks in at 9 a.m. sharp. Not 8:30 like usual, 9 o'clock. Sits down. Doesn't ask how the meeting went. I storm over. Thanks for nothing this weekend. He looks up. You're welcome. I had to hire a freelancer. Cost me $500. Sounds like a management issue. My jaw drops. What is your problem? You've been acting like a total diva all week. I'm working my hours. We don't have hours in this industry. We have deadlines. You have a deadline. I have a job description. Since when are you a union rep? We're friends, man. Friends help each other out. He spins his chair around fully to face me. Expression is unreadable. Are we? Are we what? Friends. Of course we are. Who bought you that IPA last week? You bought a round for the table because you closed the Miller deal, and you spent the whole hour talking about your bonus. I was celebrating with you. You didn't ask me a single question. Not one. I asked how you were, and I said fine, and you immediately launched into a story about your ex. I roll my eyes. So this is about me talking too much? You're punishing me professionally because I'm chatty? I'm not punishing you, I'm just acting my wage. Acting your... Oh my God, did you read that on Reddit? You're quiet quitting on me? I'm doing the job I'm paid for, nothing more, nothing less. And leaving me to dry. You're the lead architect. Lead. I huff. Walk away. He's obviously going through something. Maybe the sister's wedding made him lonely. Maybe he's jealous. That's it. He sees me rising, sees the partner track, and he's bitter because he's still a cad monkey. I decide to kill him with kindness. Strategy shift. Tuesday. Bring him a latte. Oat milk, extra foam. Just how he likes it. Set it on his desk. Peace offering, I say with a winning smile. He looks at the cup. Thanks. Doesn't drink it immediately. Just lets it sit there, cooling, dying. So, I say, pulling up a chair. Apex. Final push. I need you to model the interior atrium. I'm thinking Guggenheim vibes. Spiraling ramps. But made of reclaimed oak. That's structurally complex, he says. But you can do it. You're a wizard. I can do it. But it'll take 3 days of solid modeling. Great. We have until Friday. I have other projects. The Henderson renovation is due Thursday. Forget Henderson. I'll tell Marcus I pulled you. Did you tell Marcus? I will. Okay, send me the email confirmation that I'm off Henderson. Dude, just trust me. I need it in writing. I stare at him. This bureaucracy is killing me. Fine, I'll email Marcus. I go to my office, send the email. Marcus replies, fine, but Henderson better not slip. You're responsible for both deliverables now. Great. Now I'm on the hook for the renovation too. I ignore the renovation. Focus on Apex. Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Office is empty except for us. I'm pacing behind Elias while he works. Make the ramp steeper. More drama. It won't meet ADA compliance if I make it steeper. Screw ADA. This is a concept pitch. We want to make them cry, not pass a building inspection. If we win the bid, we'll have to redesign the whole thing. That's a future us problem. Present us needs to win. He rotates the model. Silent. Hey, I say, trying to bond. Remember that time we stayed up for the City Hall contest? Ordered that shady Thai food? I remember getting food poisoning, he says. But we won honorable mention. You won honorable mention. My name wasn't on the submission. I pause. Memory jogged. Right. Standard firm policy. Only the lead architect is listed on the public entry. That's just policy, Eli. You know that. Internally, everyone knew. Did they? Of course. I told Marcus you helped. Helped. Right. You did help. You did the modeling. I designed the facade. The lattice work? That was my sketch. You just colored it in. It's a collaborative process. It's collaborative labor. Individual credit. He keeps clicking. Atmosphere is icy. Look, if we get Apex, I'm going to push for your promotion. Seriously, senior associate. You said that last year, with the stadium project. The economy was bad, hiring freeze. They hired 2 new interns and gave you a raise. How does he know about my raise? People talk. Damn finance department. My raise was a retention adjustment, standard market correction. Sure. Why are you counting my money anyway? That's tacky. I'm not counting your money. I'm counting your lies. Whoa. I stop pacing. Lies? I have never lied to you. You told me the client hated my initial concept for the library. I found out later you never showed it to them because it clashed with your vision. I feel a flush of heat. He found out about that? I was protecting you. It wasn't ready. It was better than what you pitched. That's subjective. You told me you'd cover my shift when I had the flu last winter. You didn't. I had to come in with a fever because you forgot to upload the files. I was busy. I'm human. You borrowed my specialized drafting tablet 3 months ago. You still have it. You use it as a coaster for your coffee. I look at my desk. The Wacom tablet. There is, in fact, a coffee ring on it. It's just a tool, Eli. I'll buy you a new one. It was a gift from my grandfather. He was an architect too. Oh, crap. I didn't know that. You never asked. There it is again. The "you never asked" card. I am asking now. I'm trying to engage with you because you need the atrium modeled. No! Because we're bros. He stops typing, takes his hands off the keyboard, spins the chair around, looks me dead in the eye. We are not bros. We are coworkers. And barely that. How can you say that? After 5 years. 5 years of me making you look good. 5 years of me fixing your geometry errors. 5 years of you taking the credit, the bonuses, the awards. I share the bonuses. I bought us pizza. Pizza, he laughs. A dry, hollow sound. You bought a Lexus, I got a pepperoni slice. That's how capitalism works, Elias. I take the risk, I take the reward. What risk do you take? If the design fails, you blame the execution. You blame me. If it succeeds, it's your genius. I handle the clients, the stress, the politics, and I handle the architecture, the actual job. He stands up. I'm going home. What? The atrium isn't done. It's 7:30. I've done my 8 hours plus overtime. I'm tired. If you leave now, we miss the Friday deadline. If we miss the deadline, we lose the bid. If we lose the bid, I don't make partner. I know. He grabs his jacket. You can't do this. I just did. I'll fire you. I swear to God, Elias. I'll tell Marcus you sabotaged the project. He pauses at the door, turns back, smiles. Not a nice smile. A smile like he's holding a royal flush. Go ahead. Tell Marcus. Tell him I sabotaged the project by not doing your job for you. See how that conversation goes. You think you're irreplaceable? I think I'm the only one in this office who knows how to open the master file without corrupting the metadata. Because you never bothered to learn the file structure. He walks out. The door clicks shut. I'm alone in the office. Just the hum of the server rack and the buzzing of the fluorescent lights. I look at the screen. The atrium is half finished, a skeletal mesh of lines floating in a black void. I sit in his chair. It's warm. I grab the mouse. Try to rotate the view. I accidentally delete a support column. Ctrl+Z. Nothing happens. Panic. I try to find the backup. Where does he keep the backups? I look through the folders. Project_Apex_Final. Project_Apex_Final_real. Project_Apex_do_not_delete. I open the last one. It asks for a password. I don't know the password. Why is there a password? I text him. What's the password? Read at 7:45 p.m. Number reply. I call him, straight to voicemail. Hey Eli, look, I'm sorry about the tablet and the credit thing. Let's just finish this and we can talk about a raise. A real one. Just give me the password. I wait. 8 p.m., 9 p.m. I start trying to model it myself from scratch in SketchUp. It looks like a child's drawing. The geometry is non-Euclidean. It defies physics. I start sweating through my dress shirt. I call Marcus. No answer. He's at a gala. I call the freelancer again. Hey man, emergency. Can you model a complex atrium in 24 hours? I'm booked. And you still owe me for the weekend. I'll pay double. No can do. I'm working on a project for Zaha Hadid's firm. Click. I'm spiraling. I look at the form follows fiction bio on my phone. Suddenly feels like a joke. I realize I don't know how to be an architect. I know how to be a creative director. I know how to speak the language, but I can't write the code. Thursday morning. Elias comes in at 9. I look like a zombie. Slept under my desk. Give me the password, I croak. Good morning to you too. Stop playing games. Give me the password. It's please. I blink. What? The password. It's please. I rush to the computer. Type in please. Access denied. It didn't work. Case sensitive. Capital P. Type please. File opens. It's done. The atrium. It's fully modeled, rendered, light mapped. It's beautiful. He finished it before he left last night? Or he finished it days ago and just hid it? I look at him. He's calmly checking his email. It was done? I finished the structural frame Tuesday. I was just waiting for you to realize you couldn't do it. You let me panic all night? I let you experience the project management life cycle. I feel a mix of relief and fury. You're a psychopath. I'm resignation effective immediately. He hands me an envelope. White. Crisp. What is this? 2 weeks notice. Actually, 0 weeks. I have vacation days saved up. So, today is my last day. You can't leave. We have the pitch tomorrow. The files are on the server. Password is please. Good luck. Where are you going? Competitor. Start Monday. Who? Sarah's firm. My blood runs cold. Sarah, my arch rival, the one who steals all the museum contracts. She won't pay you what I pay you. She offered me 40% more and the title of lead design architect. Lead? You're not a lead. According to her review of my portfolio, which includes all the work I did for you, I am. He starts packing a box. The Wacom tablet goes in first, then the photo of his dog, then his mug. You showed her our work. I showed her my work. That's NDA breach, intellectual property theft. Actually, I checked my contract. The non-compete expired last month because you forgot to renew the HR paperwork. I stare at him. My mouth is dry. Elias, don't do this. We're a team. He stops packing, looks around the office, looks at the exposed brick, looks at me, We were never a team. I was your subscription service, and you just got canceled. He walks out, doesn't look back. Chloe, the intern, watches him go, then looks at me. Does this mean we don't get Bagel Friday? I scream internally. Friday. The pitch. I stand before the developers. I have the renders. They are gorgeous. I launch into my speech. Imagine a space that breathes. They are nodding. They love it. One of the developers points to a detail in the atrium. This lattice structure. How does it handle the wind shear coming off the waterfront? The load seems focused on these cantilevered points. I freeze. I look at the render. It looks pretty. I have no idea how it stands up. Elias usually writes the technical specs on the slide notes. I look at the notes. Blank. He didn't write the notes. He just gave me the pretty picture. Well, I stammer, it's a proprietary composite material. Very tensile. Composite? The engineer asks. You quoted reclaimed oak. It's reinforced oak. They exchange looks. The magic is fading. Can you walk us through the wind tunnel simulation? We didn't run one yet. For a waterfront property? Silence. The head developer closes the folder. It looks nice, son, but it looks like a video game. We need a building. I walk out, defeated. Call Marcus. We didn't get it. Why? They had technical questions. And where was Elias? He quit. Silence on the line. He quit. When? Yesterday. Why didn't you tell me? I thought I could handle it. You thought. Click. I go to a bar. Order a craft beer. Sit alone. Open Instagram. See a post from Elias. Photo of him and Sarah, clinking champagne glasses. Caption, New beginnings, finally appreciated. #lead architect. I type a comment. Traitor. Delete it. Type another. Good luck. Delete it. Scroll back to my own feed. My last post. Me standing in front of a building Elias designed. Caption, another masterpiece brought to life by yours truly. #visionary. It has 200 likes. I look at the comments. Elias liked it 3 weeks ago. Commented, looking good, boss. I never liked his comment back. I stare at the phone. The beer tastes flat. I realize I don't even know what kind of beer Elias likes. I always just ordered IPAs because that's what I liked. Maybe he hates IPAs. I'll never know. Check my bank account. The bonus isn't coming. The BMW needs a new transmission. I text the intern. Hey Chloe, can you come in early tomorrow? Need help with some files? She replies instantly. Sorry, I'm busy this weekend. Also, my internship ends on Monday. I sit there, in the exposed brick bar, surrounded by aesthetic, completely alone. And the worst part? I still think he's the asshole for leaving me during a crunch week. Some people just have no work ethic.